Welcome again to Rampage TV, live from Monument Ice Rinks in Monument, Colorado. We're here for some action. The 18U Colorado Rampage against the 20 and under North American 3 Hockey League New Mexico Ice Wolves. I'm Sean Hathaway, play-by-play, joined in the booth with Jimmy Grants, color commentator. Welcome, Jimmy.
Thanks, Sean. Great to be here. Excited for Game 2 of this two-game series with the Ice Wolves.
Should be a great game. Thanks for joining us on the World Sports Broadcasting Network and Rampage TV. We were here last night, and we witnessed a barn burner. All the great things you would want out of a first game for the Colorado Rampage. A lot of adversity last night. They came out pretty strong in that first period, set a good pace, got the first goal on the power play, and then quickly New Mexico turned the tables, really dominated the second half of that first period and carried that momentum into the second, dominating the second period. And we talked about it coming after that second. The Rampage walked away 1-1, just tied up 1-1 heading into the third, and they were able to respond.
Yeah, I was thinking about last night's game a little bit on the drive here, and if you're a hockey fan, last night's game was great because it had a little bit of everything. It had power plays, it had physical play, it had great goaltending at both ends, but particularly by Ethan Mosier, and then it had a tense ending, right? The Rampage score on a power play with about 4 minutes to go, and then we're able to hold off a furious attempt at a 6-on-5 man advantage, desperation, empty your goalie and leave it all out on the ice. And so as a fan, you got to love that. And if you're a coach, if you're Coach Brett Clark, you had to love what you saw last night too, because you got to see your team in a bunch of different situations, facing live bullets from a really hungry and talented Ice Wolves team, and really excited to see what tonight's game brings us.
Well, it'll be a different story, I would assume. The Ice Wolves probably not happy to lose to a younger team. Sanctioned is midget AAA, although quality of players are fairly similar. But they're older kids, 20-year-olds, 19-year-olds. There's certainly pride on the line, so you come into Game 2, you're probably going to play a little bit more physical. We saw that after the Rampage scored their power play goal. New Mexico took the physical play to another level, and you saw a little bit of intimidation factor. The Rampage weren't forechecking as hard. They weren't going into the corners as hard as they were early in that game, and they were able to regroup in that third period. But if I'm the New Mexico hockey team, I'm coming out here right off the bat, and I'm setting the tone that this is going to be a physical hockey game. You need to keep your head up.
Yeah, I would agree. I would expect to see a lot of pressure defensively, a lot of aggressive forechecking, but also a lot of taking the body, and like you said, trying to set a tone if you're the Ice Wolves that not gonna take the Rampage lightly and not gonna get off on the back foot today.
Well, let's look at 2 takeaways for keys to success tonight. I think number one, first and foremost, is face-offs. The Rampage have to do a better job in the face-off circle. New Mexico absolutely dominated last night. If you watch that game, late in the game, New Mexico had a power play. They were just face-off after face-off. And then, of course, in the 6-on-5, Jimmy, Rampage kept icing the puck, and there was probably 6-7 face-offs in the last minute and a half of that game. And I think other than Mason Root winning one draw, but they ended up losing it in the corner, New Mexico was able to gain possession. They kind of backed themselves in a corner by not having that possession game. So that's key number one.
Yeah, 100%. And I would agree with that throughout the game. It wasn't just the last 5 minutes. It was on power plays and on penalty kills. Offensive zone faceoffs and defensive zone faceoffs for the Ice Wolves last night was a strength. And if the Rampage want to compete tonight, I think that's got to change.
Well, I think the key takeaway number 2 will be goaltending. We saw Ethan Mosier last night, stood on his head, showed a lot of confidence, very calm, very poised. And now we get to see the other goaltender, Ryder Shields, who is Canadian-born, from Dallas, Texas. Heck of a goaltender. He played for the 16 team last year with Mosier. They split time. Shields had a great offseason. He went to the Rocky Mountain District Camp in May, ended up being selected, which was very impressive. Very rarely do we see a goaltender from Colorado move on, and he went to the national camp this summer representing the Rocky Mountain District, so big for him to get on the national stage like that. Obviously coming back into this season with some confidence, had a good junior tryout. So we get to see Shields and how he's able to respond in game number 1 against a 20 and under junior team.
Yeah, this will be great to see, and if Shields can play as well or close to as well as Mosier did last night, that'll be great, not only for the Rampage tonight, but for the Rampage going forward. I would imagine having 2 great goaltenders that you can go to and trust is going to bode well as you get further into the season and down the road when they come to playoffs and those kind of things. So I'm really excited to see Shields, like you said, highly touted, great summer. Hopefully he's coming in with a lot of confidence, and hopefully too the Rampage will play strong, solid defense, which I thought they did for the most part, face-offs aside, last night.
Well, going back to history, you'll remember this as a Colorado College graduate. Don Lucia, when he took the Colorado College Tigers to the national championship game against Michigan, he had a system that year, 2 goaltenders, Bach and Lambert. I believe it was Lambert. And I might have gotten Lambert wrong. It may have been a different goalie. I'm old, but a long time ago. But the reality is he switched goaltenders every other game. And that was all the way through to the national championship series. One goalie played in the semifinal game against Vermont, and then the other goalie played in the national championship game. And that's a coach's dream, to have 2 capable goaltenders where it really doesn't matter on a given night who you've got behind the pipes. You know you're going to get a solid performance. So that'll be the key tonight. We'll see what Shields can do. I expect big things out of him. Let's go through the lineup again for the Rampage. Last night, Coach Clark taking a look at different combinations, but we'll go through what's on paper for tonight. Number 15, Blake Chapman from Longmont, Colorado, will center up Caden Yarmo from Highlands Ranch, and Kento Sanchez Mariama from Monument, Colorado on the left side. It'll be number 19, Gavin Gormer from Littleton. He'll center up Boone Kinseth from Missoula, Montana on the left. And Jack Freitas, 6'4" from Aspen, Colorado, had the game winner last night. Beautiful tip-in goal, looked like Gabriel Landeskog standing net front on that tip-in. Jack Beveridge at center, number 77 from Centennial. He'll center up number 14, Jack Banyan from Castle Rock. And Mason Root, newly acquired player from Pueblo, Colorado. Watch Mason Root. Very skilled, very fast, dangerous shot. And he's one to watch this season. Number 16, Bennett Engel from Edwards, Colorado, is the other forward. That defense, it's number 44, Dominic Schroeder from Chicago, Illinois. He's paired up with number 4 and returning captain, veteran Zach Hertz from Billings, Montana. Trent White, number 8 from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. He'll be paired up with Jack Moore from Parker, Colorado. And number 18, Brady Bennett from Park City, Utah, along with number 40, Mason Blair from Missoula, Montana. And of course, goaltender Ryder Shields from Dallas, Texas. Right-handed catcher, 6 foot, 160 pounds, listed on the sheet here. And we'll turn our attention to the Ice Wolves. A couple new players in the lineup tonight, as they switched up their lineup as well. It'll be number 25, Jack Winter. He'll center up number 9, Carson Gautelier. And on the left side, number 11, Brent Tiedman. It'll be number 20, Jack Wentworth. He'll center up number 13, Ethan Coleman. And number 16, Jacob Cowley on the left. Number 23, Brandon Bagelman. He'll center up Callahan Butler, number 17. And on the left side, Makoto Sudo from Minnesota. And number 12, Austin Bryant, newly added to the lineup. He'll center up number 24, Tristan Spanger, also new to the lineup. And number 19, Dante Hunsinger, who had quite a few penalties last night, Jimmy.
Hunsinger not afraid to take the body in. We'll see if he plays with a little bit more discipline tonight.
And number 3, Evan Scholl, defense. He'll be paired up with number 22, Davis Flint. And number 2, Ethan Niles, along with number 4, Cooper Anala. And number 14, Rory Smith, along with Edward Gregorian. The extra forward is Nicholas Maffio. And in net will be number 31, Jackson Stiller. He's an Andover, Minnesota native. He played AA hockey in Andover. And I believe he played for Gentry Academy in Minnesota. He had an older brother that played for the NA3 New Mexico Ice Wolves, and then a couple of years in the North American Hockey League. So we'll take a look and see what Stiller can do here for the Ice Wolves. And we're off. First period action. New Mexico controls the opening draw. Rampage in the neutral zone. Turnover here. Here's an opportunity early. Good defensive play there by White. Push that puck into the corner, and a battle ensues. Here's an opportunity as the puck squirted free right out front of Shields and misses the net. That was number 15 for the Ice Wolves. 25. That was Wenner. Played his AAA hockey here in Colorado. Up the ice, Freitas now on the half wall. Nice pass by Freitas. Tried to hit Kinseth. Just behind him, though. Kinseth tried to catch it on his backhand. Rampage will control though at the blue line. They tried to get it deep, knocked to the ice. Freitas will chase. And New Mexico able to clear. Here they come. Big hit there. Nice play by Jack Moore, stepping up, laying the body. 6'4" Jack Moore. And here comes Yarmo. Yarmo drop pass, shot on net, just goes wide. That was Chapman. Released the puck, kept in at the point by number 14, Banyan. And Chapman fans on it. Up top near the blue line, New Mexico able to collect it. And out of the zone they come, cross the blue line, they'll dump it deep. And that's number 14, Banyan, having to chase after it. He'll give it to Chapman. Chapman out of the corner. Cross ice pass to nobody. It'll be icing. And we'll get a break in the action and a face-off down in the Rampage defensive zone. It'll be to the right of goaltender Ryder Shields.
Yeah, good start to this game. You can see the Ice Wolves coming with a little bit more force, a little more energy, some physicality, but got to give it to the Rampage. They're not backing down. Good, great hit at the blue line, and we're off and running.
Off the draw, Rampage control. New Mexico able to get to it first, though, on the forecheck off the face-off, and that's 40. Blair trying to get it out. Here's an opportunity. Couldn't quite get it on his stick. That's number 13 for the Ice Wolves, Ethan Coleman. Coleman fires it around to the opposite corner. Picked up there by Zach Wentworth. Wentworth up top to the point. Back to the corner for Wentworth. He's got it now. Wentworth tries to throw it out front. Chapman intercepts, throws it up the boards. Kept in at the point. Nice move there by defenseman Evan Scholl. And picked off by Yarmo. Yarmo down the ice. Yarmo, nice pass over. Just couldn't quite get it to Chapman. Chapman had to stop for it. And Rampage will try to apply some forecheck pressure. Keeping it in is Schroeder at the point. Nice job by Schroeder to battle. And the puck will come across the blue line, and New Mexico is going to squirt and skate away from the loose puck. Here's a nice move, and Shields will cover it. Takes a stick to the glove on the ice. Number 16 for the Ice Wolves.
Jacob Kale, coach. Jacob Kale, good toe drag there. Tried to get around. Couldn't control it after he got through the D's legs, and Shields able to smother it.
Jack Beveridge wins the draw. Hertz fires it around the board. Schroeder picks it up behind the net. He skates out with it. Nice play by Schroeder. Good poise by Schroeder. Come across blue line, passes it over. Shot on net's blocked. That was Engel. Had his shot blocked as it was released off of his stick. Schroeder, nice move at the blue line, keeps it alive and passes it over to Hertz. Great play by Schroeder, but Hertz unable to control. New Mexico loses his stick, and it's a foot race. Shields breakaway here. Shields, nice save by Shields as he slipped from his right to left, uses his pad to keep that puck out of the net. So Shields tested early here on a breakaway and rises to the occasion. New Mexico back on the rush. Good job there by defenseman Trent White. Keep his player in the puck to the outside. And Rampage through the neutral zone. Moore with it now. Moore dumps it in on the goaltender. Held there by Stiller, and we'll get a face-off to his left.
Nice play by Shields to keep this a scoreless game. That was a kind of a mini breakaway that he was able to handle, and going from his right to left, kept the pad down low, took away the low shot, and we're still 0-0.
Hertz couldn't quite handle that inside his zone and lost the foot race, but Shields bails him out. We remain scoreless here with 16:46 left to go in the first period. Rampage forechecking now in their offensive zone corner. Picked up out of the corner, skate behind the net. And in the opposite corner it goes. Freitas now. Freitas fires it behind the net, chased after there by number 17. That's Moore down deep, it looks like. Nope, that's Kinseth. Moore's up at the point, and White will tap it to Moore. Moore goes the other way, maintains possession though. Moore over to White, good play by Moore. And White cross-ice pass. Freitas tries to collect it off his stick, and that'll be an icing as it bounced over his stick. Freitas thought he tipped it. Nonetheless, we'll get an icing and a face-off to the left of Ryder Shields.
All right, here's our chance to look and see if the Rampage are going to start this game with a little bit more intensity on the face-off and a little bit better execution.
Chapman will step in to take this draw, and once again, Rampage win another one. So far so good in the face-off column tonight. New Mexico possession with the puck behind the net. Throws it out front. Here's an opportunity, just goes wide. As that was number 11, Brent Tiedemann. Shot blocked up into the netting. It goes as Yarmo hits his stick in the shooting lane.
Rampage won the draw, but couldn't possess the puck enough to get it out, and turned into a pretty good scoring chance there for the Ice Wolves.
Face off to the left of Shields. Chapman will take the draw, going up against Gotelaire. And won again by the Rampage. Blair off the boards and out of the zone it goes. No icing as it was tipped. Kento Sanchez Mariama first to the puck. He'll be first to touch it in the corner. He's checked and held in the corner. Puck into the skates. Big pile up now as the players battle for it. Out of the pile comes Chapman. He'll lose it. And then the Ice Wolves clear the zone. Picked up by Chapman in the neutral zone. He'll dump it back down deep off the netting, and we'll get a face-off inside the zone. Rampage will get a wholesale change. We'll see Mason Root step onto the ice along with Bennett Engel, number 16. And it'll be Jack Beveridge, 77, taking the draw in the neutral zone. Schroeder and Hertz on D. Root fires it in the zone. Held there by Stiller. He'll play it back behind the net. Beveridge chases it. Mason Root forechecking on the half wall, providing pressure. He gets some help from Beveridge. Beveridge gets help from Engel on the half wall. Rampage doing a good job keeping this alive. Puck squirts free though, and Schroeder's got to go back for it. Tries to get it to Hertz. Turnover here. Hertz plays his man. An opportunity, just misses the net. Good job by Hertz to recover there. And another turnover inside the Rampage zone near the blue line, and it led to another New Mexico rush opportunity the other direction. In the corner, New Mexico loses the puck. Beveridge comes out with it, and he'll skate all the way down the ice. Takes a check, knocked down, stays on his feet, but loses the puck. New Mexico clears it to the far side, and Rampage will gain possession in the neutral zone momentarily before it's gloved down and controlled by New Mexico. Neutral zone regroup across the blue line. Here they come. Pass across. Here's a good play. Oh, right off the tape. Shot on net. Shields with the save, and cleared by White. And number 20, Zach Wentworth, would love to have that one back. That was tape to tape. He just fumbled it right before he was able to get the shot off. Allowed Shields to get a better set, better look on that. A couple good opportunities there by the Ice Wolves.
Yeah, good flow by the Ice Wolves. They're able to break out of their zone with some speed and have a couple opportunities. Here comes another one.
They'll dump it down deep. Rampage will chase more in the corner. We'll throw it back behind for Blair. Blair turns up the ice, tries to find Freitas. Freitas back to Blair. Blair just throws it out of the zone. And Yarmo couldn't quite get to it, but no icing here. Yarmo chases after it in the corner. Gets some help there from number 19 for the Rampage. Dormer. Yarmo sticks with it. Some nifty stick handling by Yarmo. Tries to get it out front, knocked off his stick. Puck sits free. Freitas tries to get a handle on it, couldn't quite do it. And here comes Banyan. Banyan shot on net. Doesn't get through. In the corner is Dormer. Kento Sanchez Mariama on the forecheck. So Rampage, good possession time here. Yarmo fans on the shot. New Mexico able to clear. Hertz steps onto the ice. He passes it over to Blair. Good D-to-D pass. Blair up the ice off of Yarmo's stick. He'll collect it at the blue line. Has help from Mariama. Shot on net. Save made by Stiller. Steers it to the corner. Good forecheck pressure there by Chapman. Chapman and Yarmo working up top now to Hertz. Hertz blocks. Shot on net. Gets through. Blocked in front by the New Mexico defenseman. Here's a rebound. Save made there by Stiller with the blocker. New Mexico able to clear. So an opportunity for the Rampage. Hertz, good regroup. Back quickly into the zone, and we're going to get an icing here as Chapman couldn't get a stick on it. The face-off will come back down to the Rampage end to the right of goaltender Ryder Shields.
Good start to this game for Jackson Stiller for the Ice Wolves. 2 or 3 good saves. Maybe not the most difficult saves, but I would imagine it's nice to get a couple and kind of feel your legs under you and get your confidence going early.
Jack Beveridge will take the face-off. He'll lose it. Mexico up top. Shot on net. Block. Good block there by Beveridge. And New Mexico controls back into the zone. There's an opportunity in the slot. Down low. They'll skate it out of the slot. Throw it back up top. And shot on net. Blocked by Hertz. And Schroeder controls it. Good plays by Schroeder. Schroeder, great job by him. Get over to Engel. Engel, nice pass to Beveridge and a good exit out of the zone for the Rampage. Root stops at the blue line. He'll have to skate back into the neutral zone. Mason Root backhands it deep. Picked off by number 15, Gregorian. for the Ice Wolves. He'll get it to his forward, and puck gets jammed up in the neutral zone. Thrown down deep, icing here, and we'll get a face-off back to the other end, to the left of Jackson Stiller.
Yeah, Sean, we've already seen a couple adjustments from last night, or maybe improvements is more how we want to think about it. A little bit more poise in the defensive end, taking their time, being able to break out, and not just trying to dump it out and get icings.
Mexico controls the draw. They'll ring it around the boards. Out of the zone it comes. White's got to collect it in the neutral zone. Chips it off the board to Kinseth. Kinseth gets bothered next to the bench. New Mexico comes out of the pile with it. New Mexico controls here. They'll get it back in the corner. White steps up on his man. New Mexico throws it out front. Nobody home. And good job keeping it in. That's Gregorian standing tall at the point there for the Ice Wolves. Nice cycle back into the corner. Going up to the point. Shot on net. Shields will steer it aside. It was going wide anyway. Moore with it. Moore passes over to White. White gets his feet up north. Nice play by White. That was the difference. Last night, White would have turned and just thrown that puck. Here he comes back to chase it. This time he'll pass it D to D. Behind the net, turnover here, but good recovery there by Moore not to allow New Mexico to gain possession. He's checked behind the net. New Mexico controls now. Back up top. Here's an opportunity. Shot on net. Good block there by Kinseth. Another shot goes wide off the glass, and Freitas will chase after it. Freitas chips it up to Chapman. Chapman can't quite get to it, and the puck goes behind the net. New Mexico thrown out front. Kinseth, good job to get next to his man, negate an opportunity. Back out front, chipped out by Moore, and New Mexico's buzzing here. Shot blocked, and Chapman controls. So good job keeping that puck to the perimeter, not allowing shots to get through. Rampage on the forecheck now. Engel and Freitas. Freitas battles. Oh, Chapman picks it up. Chapman shot on net. Here's a great opportunity as number 14, Jack Banyan, playing D tonight, stepped down from the point, had a great opportunity. New Mexico clears the zone, and here they come through the neutral zone, 1-on-3, 1-on-4, as the rest of the Ice Wolves change all the way around the net. And they'll wait for everybody to get in the zone. Here's an opportunity. Streaking in, shot out front. New Mexico couldn't get a stick on it, and Yarmo comes up with it. Yarmo with some speed. He's got Beveridge, center lane drive. Mason Root stops. Here's Yarmo. He gets knocked to the ice, chips it down to the corner. He had Root crossing up top. Might have been a nice opportunity for a drop pass to Root. Instead, he gets dumped to the ice, and New Mexico controls here. Out of the zone they come. Schroeder forces his man to dump it in. Shield stops it behind the net. Forecheck pressure applied by New Mexico. Big pinch there on Mason Root. Does a good job to maintain the stick on the puck. Gets some help from Beveridge, and Root over to Engel. And Schroeder will skate it out of the zone. Schroeder, defenseman, cross ice dump. Root skates after it. Boy, Root's got to go there. You can see him hesitate. He's got to be the first player to the puck. Root now with it. Tried to throw it up to Hertz. And Hertz gets caught. Good recovery there by Dormer. Forward stepped onto the ice. Helped Hertz out, who had pinched and got beat. Dormer, good power move. Tried to get the puck back in front of the net. Couldn't do it. New Mexico rubs him off. Keeps the puck to the perimeter, and here they come out of the zone. Cross ice through the neutral zone. White. Good play by White to Moore. Moore off the boards. Indirect pass. Couldn't quite connect. That was a good opportunity. Tried to hit number 19, Gavin Dormer, off the indirect pass. That's a little bit like billiards there, Jimmy.
Yeah, trying to go for the angle shot there to spring him, but couldn't quite do it. Banyan probably had the best look that the Rampage have had so far, and couldn't quite tell if Stiller got a piece of that or if it just went over the top of the goal.
Rampage win another draw. Trent White picks it up. And the Rampage face-off percentage much better tonight than last night, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they've shored that up a little bit, and we'll see if they're able to maintain it for the rest of the game. A lot of good flow in this game, a lot of up and down action. We're at 8:16 left here in the period, and it's been maybe a lot better flow than the other night, and that might be because guys kind of have their sea legs after last night's opener.
Well, and they understand each other. They've had 3 hard periods to get to know each other and how they play, and it's been a good, clean hockey game so far. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, I agree.
Pinto, Sanchez, Mariama will take the draw to the left of Shields. Kinseth to his right. And Freitas Freitas will play the right side. Kinseth on the left. Freitas, good job to chip that out. Gets it up to Kinseth. Kinseth picks it up. Kinseth tries to get it to the middle of the ice. He had Mariyama streaking. Mariyama will get some help from Freitas. Keep the puck alive. Up top to Moore. Moore shot on net. Off his shin pad. Bounces into the corner. Kinseth gets it up top to White. White steps to the middle of the ice. Nice move by White. Tries to find the shooting lane, and it's tipped and blocked. Made a nice move there to try to get the shooting lane to open up. New Mexico did a nice job getting their stick in the stick lane, and that puck goes up into the netting. We'll get a face-off to the right of Stiller.
A lot of traffic by the Wolves. Like you said, trying to keep the puck on the perimeter and limit shooting lanes. They've done a pretty good job of that so far.
Blake Chapman will take the draw. Rampage win. And Banyan keeps it in. Banyan had it for a second, loses it. And New Mexico, big hit by Banyan, separate the man from the puck. And the Ice Wolves on a rush here. 3 players blocked that shot. I think Banyan got a piece of it. New Mexico fires it back into the corner. Banyan after it, gets some help from Blair. And New Mexico threw it out front. Yarmo chips it harmlessly out of the zone. That's the kind of play we wanted to see last night instead of the icing. Those soft dumps that don't go all the way down. Rampage able to get a wholesale change. Zach Hertz, fresh legs on the ice. He'll reverse it. Nice play by Hertz. Threw it actually back into traffic. It almost was looked like a nice play. I didn't see number 25 for New Mexico underneath us. Dangerous play, almost a turnover, but Rampage able to get into their own zone. They'll go to work in the corner. New Mexico picks up the loose puck out of the zone. They skate it. Schroeder, good job at the blue line. Takes a hit, maintains possession for a minute. New Mexico knocks him off the puck, and they'll gain control back off the glass, not out of the zone. As the Rampage, Mason Root, along with Jack Beveridge. Beveridge now with it. Beveridge to Engel, try to get it to Engel. New Mexico with the puck now. Root. Got to see Root. Here's an opportunity. Home run pass here. Good job by Moore. And he's going to get a penalty here. As Moore did a great job negating the home run pass and the breakaway, but right after he made the nice play, he got his stick inside of the New Mexico's jersey, and he's going to the box for hooking. So we'll see a power play for the first time tonight. New Mexico 5-on-4 advantage, face off to the left of Shields.
Yeah, opportunity here for the Ice Wolves to see if they can take the lead, unlike last night where they were playing from behind. Face-off here will be big. Yarmo's got a big opportunity to try to get it. If the Rampage can, they can ice it and take off, 15, 20, 30 seconds.
Yarmo, Kinseth, Blair, and White killing this off. White fires it down the ice, and Stiller has to play it. No icing here. That'll kill some precious time. 5:55 and counting on the game clock. Here comes New Mexico. Up top. Good job there by Yarmo. He intercepts it, and Yarmo gets hauled to the ice. No call. Kinseth picks up the loose puck, fires it on net, misses. And New Mexico, here they come off the bouncing puck. They've got numbers. They'll just slow it down, set up in zone. Pass across, errant pass, and New Mexico is going to have to regroup. Rampage able to get a change. A couple of new forwards on the ice. Nito Sanchez, Mariyama, along with Blake Chapman. A couple of veteran 18U players to kill this off. White stays on the ice with Blair. Blair does a nice job in the corner. Get some help from Mariyama. And New Mexico up top. Cross ice pass, some room. Shot on net, block. Great block there by Mariyama as he sprawled out and used his body to get in front of that puck. Trent White battles in the corner. He fans on it, or he gets a stick on it. It's up into the netting, and he'll get the whistle. Smart play by White. He knew he was out there. He'd been out there for basically a minute and 15 seconds. Long shift for him. Needed his defensive partner to get a rest, he and his defensive partner, so he just throws it up top into the netting, gets the whistle, and they'll take this face-off. Mason Root. He won one on this side last night. It was a big draw. We'll see what he can do here. And Root wins it again. Good job by Mason Root. Rampage fired around the boards, and it's out. So face-off play works. Good job by Schroeder to get some wood on that puck, get it all the way around the boards. And here comes New Mexico back on the rush. 5-on-4 advantage, 30 seconds left. In the corner they'll battle. 3 New Mexico players to 2 Rampage players. Schroeder does a good job of getting back to the D side, not getting stuck down there. Puck up top. Freitas, good job by Freitas. He battles and the puck goes out of the blue line. So Freitas doing a great job there, providing that pressure. And 10 seconds left on the man advantage. New Mexico, if they hurry, can get maybe one opportunity out of this, but stolen by Root. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Freitas comes to the bench, so it'll be a 2-on-2. Root gets bottled up and squeezed off. Down to the ice he goes. And that's a great kill for the Colorado Rampage. Keeps this game a scoreless tie. No opportunity. Shields didn't have to make a save on that kill.
Yeah, great job. And it started, like we talked about, started with 2 face-off wins that turned into clears that didn't allow the Ice Wolves to ever really feel comfortable or get set up. And we've seen when they do get comfortable and set up, they can put the puck on the net. And, yeah, great kill early on. And if you're Coach Clark, you got to be feeling good about that.
Jack Banyan, shot on net, save made there by Stiller. Face-off to his right, one by New Mexico. Out of the zone they come. They'll fire it all the way down for an icing here. And we'll go back to the other end and do it all over again, this time to the other side of Stiller. Beveridge, Engel, Dormer on the ice for Rampage forwards. Banyan and number 40, Mason Blair. Up top. For Blair, he'll throw it all the way around in the corner. Comes out, New Mexico able to gain possession and skate out of the zone with it. Through the neutral zone, across the blue line they come. Good numbers by the Rampage, and they're able to clear. They did a great job pulling it up the middle of the ice there. It didn't give New Mexico much. Here's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Shot on net, save made by Shields. Gave up a juicy rebound, but a great job by the Rampage to clear out their players. And Shields tested, and he rises to that occasion. Puck loose, Rampage will clear, and New Mexico has to regroup. Defenseman steps across the blue line, squeezed off the puck, and Sanchez Mariama comes out of it. Up the ice to Yarmo. Mariama is just drilled, and that is a bad look. He was blindsided, and staying down here. And we get some pushing and shoving. This is what we don't want to see, Jimmy. That's a hit that could change the complexion of this game just like that.
Yeah, let's hope Mariama's okay. On one knee right now, but yeah, that was a freight train, and he had no idea it was coming.
So Banyan protecting his teammate. Gets into it. Get the referees to sort this out. Mariama looks dazed. I guess you may want to sit him for a shift or two and make sure he's okay.
Yeah, for sure, and we'll have to see what kind of penalty this is on the Ice Wolves. But you're right, it's not what we want to see. You don't ever want to see that kind of thing happen. And I'm always amazed at the toughness that hockey players are able to exhibit, and I'm also always amazed at the amount of discipline when they're able to show it, and then when it breaks down, I'm also amazed by that. Lots of levels here to not only psychological but physical toughness as part of this game, and there's a line, and you don't want anybody to cross it.
And it's always tough as a hockey player. You're sitting on the bench, see your player come to the bench, they're pointing to his head, looks like they're going to sit him for a little bit, check him out, make sure there's no concussion there. But obviously, that's where we talk about it in sports psychology. Dopamine versus cortisol. That's that stress that's released there. You see a player get injured, and that's number 9, Carson Boatswaer. He's going to be kicked out of the game, and that's a good call there as he gets into it with the crowd. Don't like to see that either. So he'll be suspended, kicked out. That'll be the end of his night, and a good call there by the officials. Keep our eyes out for Quinto Sanchez Mariama. Hopefully he's okay. But going back to it, Jimmy, as the players on the bench, you got to overcome that fear, that thought of that could be me. I've got to go out there. I can't slow the pace. I can't go into the corners any slower. You start to slow up a little bit. That fear takes over, and all of a sudden you've exposed yourself to injury. as opposed to playing like you need to play, that toughness, that grit that you need to succeed at a high level like this. And you're absolutely right. There's it's not a sport for the faint of heart.
Yeah, and hockey's also one of the most fun things to watch because you can't coast. There's no coasting. It's 100% effort all the time, from the drop of the puck till the final horn, and you have to play with that kind of reckless abandon, even just to be on the ice. So I'm interested to see, is this a 5 minute
major? So
okay.
Rampage will have all the time in the world to, well, they'll have 5 minutes of penalty time here. If they score, penalty stays on the clock. So the idea here is get one early, and you might be able to get a couple, 2 or 3 off of this. Mason Root now will set it up. Root skates down to the half wall. Root walks in, shot on net, save made by Stiller. Good shot there. We see the release of Root. Back up to Moore now. Moore to Root. Root cross ice pass to White. White collects it. Back down to Yarmo. Up to White. White over to Moore. Moore back to Root. Root on the half wall. He takes a look, goes back up to Moore. Moore shot on net, tipped in front, rebound attempt, and it's covered by Stiller with Chapman standing net front. So some good possession time for the Rampage, leads to one opportunity. Got 2 on that with the shot by Root. We'll get a switch up here, a change of personnel. Zach Hertz, Schroeder on D. It'll be Freitas, Kinseth, and number 19, Gavin Dormer. Freitas with the power play goal and the game winner last night. He was stationed net front. We'll see if he can pop one again today. Rampage won the draw. Freitas wins it back. Good job to control off the draw here. Again, face-off's a much different story. Couldn't quite control that puck though, and it will roll all the way back down. Shields will collect it, settle it, and Schroeder pressure behind the net. Good job by New Mexico. Big pressure and an opportunity as the Rampage caught sleeping a little bit behind their own net. A lot of pressure put on by the New Mexico forecheck on this penalty kill. You don't see quite that kind of pressure, especially players skating behind the net, but New Mexico laying it on here, trying to take advantage of maybe a rattled Rampage hockey team here.
Yeah, really good job by Ethan Coleman for the Ice Wolves there on that forecheck, and almost got a shorthanded goal out of it.
Ice Wolves will clear it, no icing here. It'll be picked up by Schroeder. Rampage will change up. Yarmo back on the ice. Engel and Dormer will stay on. Hertz to Engel, and it'll be Mason Blair. He'll hop on for Hertz. Yarmo picks it up off the half wall, throws it into the corner for Engel. Engel collects it up top for Blair. Blair back to Engel. Engel loses an edge. Goes down, gets some help though from Yarmo. Yarmo picks up where he left off. Back up top. Blair. Blair shot on net. Tip. Good save there by Stiller. Banyan keeps it alive. Stepping down from his point, but unable to keep it in. Mexico clears it, and Blair's got to come back and pick it up. Passes up the ice. Yarmo now back to Blair. Blair kind of panicked there and gave it right back to New Mexico. Good pressure provided by Beveridge. He's able to gain possession there. Here's an opportunity. Yarmo now with it behind the net. Yarmo throws it out front. Nobody home. Banyan was in the, Engel was in the vicinity, but couldn't get a stick on it. Over to Beveridge now. Beveridge fires it in, and it'll be held there by Stiller. He'll hang on to it. We'll get a whistle, and that'll do it. The end of the first period. 2 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in this man advantage. It'll be the Rampage 2 full minutes of power play time. Probably a good time to get a break here. Go back, regroup, rest, draw it up, talk about your strategy. And again, you get out here, you get that first goal, you still have a chance to get a couple on this power play.
Yeah, good solid first period. Got a little crazy there at the end with the big hit that resulted in the disqualification. But, I think if you're the Rampage, you got to feel good. We said one of the keys was face-offs, and that has been a totally different story tonight as we watch Kento Sanchez-Murayama come off the ice. And
yeah, he's not looking well.
They're helping him off, and you hate to see that, and I hope it's not too bad, but definitely going to err on the side of caution, I would think. And that was a tough hit that he took toward the end of that period.
My guess is concussion protocol, he goes. as we look down and see Brady Bennett walking around in front of the booth here with a sling and his arm wrapped up. That doesn't look good. Looks like he suffered some kind of shoulder injury. So this is the hard part. You like this opportunity, Jimmy, to play a team like this early, but there's always a danger with the injuries because you're playing against older, stronger, bigger kids with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. They don't like to be beat out of the corner by a 17, 18-year-old kid. Somebody that's 3 years younger, there's a pride factor there. And again, you add that along with the physicality. There's no question that a 17-year-old's physical maturation is much different than a 19 or 20-year-old. And those things start to cross, and this is the fear that you have in a game like this. Now, again, you can't approach this game with fear, so the Rampage are going to have to find it down deep, come out here, and now they're down 2 players, and so, you know, that's part of the game.
Yeah, I'm sure if you're Brett Clark, you were hoping out of this weekend you'd learn a lot about your team, hoping that you would compete really hard, but I bet the other thing he was hoping that he would get out of it without any big injuries, and, you know, it's tough to see a couple Rampage guys. Looks like they're going to be out for a little while.
Well, we'll take a break on Rampage TV. We'll have a couple commercial messages, and then we'll hold off until the Zamboni's done. We'll be back here for the start of the second period Rampage Power Play. You're watching Rampage TV on the World Sports Broadcasting Network.
At Ironman Industries, we forge the foundation of excellence in steel manufacturing. Our dedication to quality and precision sets the industry standard, delivering unmatched innovation that powers progress and builds tomorrow's world. We don't just produce steel, we craft a legacy of strength. With every cut, weld, and bend, our commitment to our customers shines through. Choose the steel partner that never compromises on quality. Visit us at ironmanindustries.com.
I'm Dr. Cassie Preston. My job as a mental performance coach is to help elite athletes just like you to consistently perform at your capabilities. But in order to do that, you need to reliably get in the zone. The problem is, like most athletes, you spend too much time in your own head, worrying, overthinking, and are doubting yourself. This can be frustrating and discouraging because you've put in all this work to develop your physical abilities. Your mindset is causing you to underperform. Now, I understand that working on your mindset can be difficult and confusing. There's so much cliche advice out there like, don't worry about it and just be positive, which might be the mental states you want to achieve, but it's not the how-to. In fact, this fluffy cookie cutter advice often makes things worse. Instead, what you need to do is challenge the status quo and think differently about success and failure. That's why I wrote the best-selling book, Mindset First, to provide athletes like you a repeat and reliable way to win the mental game. I share the concise and practical strategies I use to help professional athletes be at their best day in and day out. This book will help you break free from the weight of results so you can stop spending so much time in your own head and start playing with confidence so you can perform when it matters most. And most importantly, I promise you this, by reading this book and working on your mental game, you're going to have a heck of a lot more fun along the way.
Ironman Industries stands for quality and precision in steel manufacturing. Specializing in quality of our work, we're committed to our customers. Build the future with us at ironmanindustries.com.
Welcome back to Rampage TV on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. Sean Hathaway joined by Jimmy Grants here in the booth. Well, good first period, tough first period, and we've got an injury.
The injury situation is going to be a bummer on a bunch of levels, but I think the way the Rampage played the first period, we talked about a couple things coming in. One was face-offs. Did a much better job in the first period of competing and winning face-offs. I thought both goaltenders played well. Maybe not a ton of shots for the Ice Wolves. I see the Ice Dogs on the monitor there. But yeah, close game, tough game. Second period, we'll see who comes out with the jump to start.
Kento Sanchez Mariama did suffer a concussion, a pretty serious concussion. He won't be back. And the concern now comes with Brady Bennett, who took a hit last night and a rotator cuff tear. Now with Sanchez Mariama out, the Rampage next week travel for the Hockey Federation Showcase. We got 16 kids as they wait for a couple to figure out what they're doing in junior hockey. So this will be a couple periods where you've got to stay healthy and compete, Jimmy.
Yeah, for sure. And both of those injuries sound like they're going to be the kind that going to take a little while to heal from, for sure. I know the concussion protocol will run its course, but a rotator cuff, that's significant. So we're going to have to see what the Rampage can do, kind of shorthanded, and it's always a next man up kind of thing, and might have to juggle some lines and be a little bit creative. But hopefully the competing has been on par. I think the Rampage have done a great job of matching the intensity and the energy from the Wolves. It's just a matter of can they sustain it for two more periods.
Well, they'll have an opportunity. 2 minutes and 11 seconds left to go on the man advantage. It's a major penalty, so it'll be a 5-on-4 for the next 2 minutes and 11, even if the Rampage score. We'll go ahead and take a quick commercial break. We'll come back here with the drop of the puck at the start of the third period. Here we go. Start of the second period. Colorado Rampage, New Mexico Ice Wolves. Power play here. Here comes Mason Root right off the draw. Nice pass over, shot, and a big save there as Stiller is tested early. Chapman gets the shot off, and Stiller just got a piece of that with his glove. So terrific start here. The Rampage right off the draw. Chapman controls. Cleared out by New Mexico, and Hertz will have to regroup in the neutral zone.
Stiller stopped that, but I'm not sure he saw where it went after he got a piece of it. And great opportunity for the Rampage that Stiller does a good job of holding his line.
Shot in front blocked as Yarmo gets an opportunity off the pass from Chapman. Mason Root over to Hertz. Hertz, he'll skate in, tries to get it across and through the crease. It's sitting there. Here's an opportunity. Save made by Stiller. Another save made by Stiller. And that's it. Yarmo took a whack at it. There was the whistle. And it was an early whistle. The referee is apologizing. But it stayed out of the net, and it remains a scoreless hockey game.
You know what, Sean, as a coach, I can live with that, though. The official trying to make a call. He's across the crease. He couldn't really see it. Puck got lost in his vision, and I appreciate that he came over and said, hey, that one's on me. Maybe not the best call I've ever made, but owning it. And, as a coach, I can live with that.
Well, it just keeps the emotions down when he can come in and calm things down. Nobody's upset. And we get a face-off to the left of Stiller. Great save by Stiller. Jack Freitas will take this draw. He'll have Dormer and Kinseth. And Trent White along with Jack Moore on D. Freitas throws it out front. Got it on Kinseth's stick, but he couldn't pull the trigger. Kinseth has it taken off his stick, picked up by Freitas. Freitas out of the corner now. Freitas up top. White now. White cross ice. Back across to Freitas, can't quite collect it. He'll get it on his stick though and back up to White. White, over, back to White. White up top to Freitas. Freitas to White. White shot on net off the helmet of Stiller and cleared out by the Ice Wolves, so a good opportunity there. Stiller uses his head to make the save. Shields will throw it around the boards all the way up to Freitas. Freitas will collect it. Nice play by Freitas to get it to White. Chipped in by Kinsett. And offsides is the call. We're going to face off in the neutral zone with just under a minute left to go in this 5-minute major.
Yeah, it's a great look at why Jack Freitas is one of the better players in the league, because very calm, very composed. Nothing rattles him or rushes him, and man, Stiller headbutted that one out. That was a pretty cool play.
Off the draw, New Mexico able to clear it all the way down the ice. Shields will have to stop it, and he'll leave it for his defenseman. Again, that forecheck pressure applied forces the Rampage to get rid of it quickly. And there's an errant pass by Blair. We'll get an icing and a face-off to the other end.
I think Blair could have taken a couple more strides there before making that pass. He had some space and wasn't really being pressured. And
that's what pressure does. You get pressured like that, you're on the power play, you get an aggressive penalty kill forecheck, you start just making a little bit quicker decisions than you normally would for a team that sort of sits back and plays a little bit more conservative. So hats off to the Ice Wolves. They're getting the Rampage out of their comfort zone. Tried the far cross ice pass. They're up the ice to Root, and he's got to be able to go back for that puck.
Yeah, that's what Coach Clark is telling. He's telling Mason Root, "Hey, you can't wait. You can't wait. If somebody's going to get there before you if you wait."
Face off center ice, won by New Mexico. Across the blue line and shot on net. Save made by Shields. Easy save for him with just under 10 seconds left to go. So the Rampage unable to capitalize on the 5-minute major. And it remains 0-0. Only a couple opportunities too. They did a good job this period to have the rush right off the bat, the opening draw. A couple opportunities, one off the helmet of Stiller, but other than that, Jimmy, not a lot of offense.
No, that very first one right off the bat was the best scoring chance of the game, maybe for either team, and great job by Stiller to get his glove up just in time and deflect it over the top of the bar.
Low shot from the point by Gregorian, gloved by Shields. He saw that the entire way, scooped it up. Got to face off to his left. As Chapman wins the draw. Hurts unable to collect it though, as he was pressured. Schroeder though picks it up, tries to get it out of the zone, stolen by New Mexico. And behind the net, they'll skate it to the corner. Tried to cycle it back behind the net. And it's blocked there by Hurts. Hurts throws it back behind for Schroeder. Yarmo gets checked on the half wall. And unable to clear the zone, dumped back in by New Mexico as they pressure. Here's an opportunity right in front of Shields, and he's able to cover that. Not sure if New Mexico got much wood on that, but Shields was right there to pounce on that and cover the puck.
Yeah, good job by Shields staying solid and big. I was thinking this might be a danger time for the Rampage, right? The Ice Wolves just killed off that major penalty, and probably feeling pretty good about that and bringing some jump here to start the second period.
They win the draw. And blocked there by Beveridge. In the corner. New Mexico throws it around. It'll be chased after there by the Rampage. Trent White tried to get it up to Freitas, unable to get it to him. Actually, that was Gavin Dormer, not White. Sometimes hard to see these numbers from this far with these eyes these days, Jimmy.
Yeah, I hear you. It's a long way at the other end of the rink for us.
More battling. New Mexico doing a good job with possession again. So we saw this yesterday in the second period where New Mexico kind of took over on the forecheck and really took advantage of some zone time. Root with an opportunity. Shot save made by Stiller. Rebound Freitas taking a look. Nice pass by Freitas. And we got a fight here. Mason Root trying to get his helmet off. And he's taking some big punches there. So Mason Root, 07, going up against number 3 for the Ice Wolves, and That's big number 3 is Evan
Scholl,
2006 birth year. And Mason Root accosted there by Scholl. Scholl goes straight to the dressing room. And just when we thought we had a good game going, it's starting to turn a little bit ugly on us.
Yeah, that escalated in a hurry. Root came down, got a good shot off. Great save again by Stiller, who's playing really well. And they went into the corner behind the play. The puck stayed on the left side of Stiller, and Root and Scholl didn't like each other very much in the corner over there.
That was a tough play, too. Jack Freitas had all the time in the world, and he fed one to Banyan, and that's about when the whistle went off. So an opportunity lost there. As Root showing his speed, good shot. Stiller makes the save, and then Root ends up in some fisticuffs.
Yeah, and I happened to be looking just because of the way they went into the boards and then went underneath our booth and ended up to our right, and I just happened to be watching it, and it looked like it was going to be a little bit more than the normal finish to a play where guys, give each other the business for a second, and it turned into full business at the end.
So we'll see if Root will be ejected as well. I'm not sure if he dropped his gloves. I know the New Mexico player had his gloves off and threw a few punches.
Yeah,
Root was trying to get his helmet off, I think.
Yeah.
But, probably not the smartest thing you want to do.
Yeah, it was hard to tell what he was doing. It was hard to tell if he was trying to get his helmet off or if he was just going into a more defensive position. But looks like they've taken him out of the box, and he may be going. He may be going.
Yep. And that is another blow because, Jimmy, if he gets the game misconduct, I'm not sure what they're going to charge him with here. That would be another potential game suspension depending on the call. And that would drop them down another player for next weekend. So not what you want to see on a Saturday evening of exhibition hockey.
Yeah. This you're right. The second period's taken a little bit of a turn, and it really is a little bit of a carryover from the first period with the big hit on Kento Sanchez-Mariama.
Jack Freitas wins the draw, chips it back. Here's an opportunity for the Rampage. That was number 19, Gomer. Couldn't quite get it back out front. Beveridge was standing right in front of Stiller and couldn't connect with him. In the neutral zone now. Schroeder chases after it. And you can see Coach Clark trying to get his players motivated, telling them to take it to him. Don't sit back, and this will be the fear. Do you sit back and do you play in a little bit more fear because of what's transpired? As the book continues to write itself this afternoon. Here comes the Rampage through the neutral zone. Schroeder. Beveridge throws it down deep. Schroeder, here's an opportunity, throws it out front. Here's a chance, shot, and a goal! Jack Freitas scores! As Schroeder finds Freitas, Freitas buries it, and it's 1-0. Jack Freitas, what a shot!
Great shot and a good play. Was it Schroeder that went down and got the puck from behind the net, skated it out? Great pass right on Freitas' tape, and he made no mistake. Cruising down, and he just looks like nothing bothers him ever, and made no mistake with that shot. Right over the glove hand, under the post, and Rampage, good response here, 1-0.
Alan, I'll tell you, that's exactly right. Nothing bothers Jack Freitas. You watch him, he's a prototypical hockey player. He's the real deal. Had an opportunity to watch him grow up. He was a rink rat at the rink every single day since he was 6 years old. We had a junior league up in Aspen for a couple of years, the old Rocky Mountain Junior Hockey League at his most formative years. He was 9, 10 years old, and he wouldn't miss a game. He'd sit there in the score box and study the game. Just had a heck of a career growing up and came to Colorado Springs to play AAA hockey, and it's been nothing but success for him. And he shows why he is an elite player, why many USHL teams need to be taking notice of his 6'4" frame. That's 2 goals this weekend. And boy, he buried that one. That came off his stick, and it was in the net like like it was NHL shot material. It was a great release.
Yeah, it was labeled from the minute he got it on his tape, and my experience with hockey is much. I have much less experience with hockey than I do basketball, but you can see some of the similar things with guys who play at a high level and who are smooth, right? Who have a great feel for the game, and just look like nothing ever bothers them, no matter what's happening. And Jack Freitas has that in spades.
Back to it here, 15:30 left to go in the second period. 1-0 Rampage. Chased after there. It looks like Rampage, a little bit of a jump after that goal. Good forecheck pressure applied by Engel and Chapman. And a big hit there by Banyan. And the Rampage showing some energy right off this goal. As New Mexico called a timeout, tried to get things calmed down on their side. Here's an opportunity save made by Shields. And all of a sudden, Jimmy, we're seeing a heck of a game and a shot and a goal. As New Mexico pouring on the pressure there. That was just a shift, both ends of the ice, full steam ahead. And whatever was said to that New Mexico team, they had three bodies right in front of Shields, and they batted that one behind him. It's 1-1.
Yeah, classic. Throw it to the net, and good things happen if you're the Ice Wolves. A couple guys on the doorstep. Good stop initially by Shields, but he couldn't close the door on the third attempt.
Not sure what happened. The defenseman there, as Shields had an army of Ice Wolves standing right in front of him, taking whacks at that puck. And New Mexico ties it up. Here's an opportunity. Behind the net is Kinseth. Kinseth puts it to Yarmo. Yarmo, nice move out of the corner. Yarmo looking to throw it out front. He finds shot on net as Mason Blair just misses the net. So the pace is really picked up here in the second period. Shot in front, knocked to the ice that's number 12, Kinseth. And Yarmo with it now. Yarmo tries to throw it in the middle. Here's a chance. It just goes wide. Dormer got a stick on it. As now the pace is really picked up. New Mexico is going to ice it, get a whistle here, and we can take a breath. Wow.
Good action at this end. Got to give Brent Tiedemann a kudo there. He did a great job defensively of getting back and stopping one of the centering passes, getting in the way and taking away time and space. But Dormer had a chance there, and we're in for some good action here.
Chapman gets tied up on the draw. Rampage are going to win it, though. Beveridge steps in to help out. Beveridge controls. He's got Freitas in the corner. Freitas takes a check, protects the puck with his feet, gets some help from Beveridge. Ice Wolves is able to get out of the zone, though, with it. Good play by Schroeder trying to keep it in, and New Mexico able to clear it as the pace has not gone down yet. Let's see how long they can keep this fast-paced game. Freitas now. Freitas throws it out of the zone, and here comes the Rampage. Chapman will go for a change as Beveridge forechecks. Cleared out by New Mexico, back in the neutral zone. White takes a check, throws it cross ice, picked up in the neutral zone by the Ice Wolves. Cross ice play, picked up off the skate, dumped down deep. Shields will stop it. Shields plays it behind his own net. And up the ice it goes. Too far for number 19 Dormer, and it's going to be an icing. So 13:34 left to go, and a face-off to the left of Ryder Shields.
Yeah, Sean, you're getting the feeling here that the next goal is going to be pretty big. Both teams playing with a lot of energy here, a lot of intensity. You could really feel it pick up after that first goal, and the next goal is going to be big.
Rampage win another face-off in their D zone, so that's helping them tonight. Stop some of the scoring chances that New Mexico was able to collect on them last night off the draws. New Mexico controls, though, in the offensive zone. They'll fire it around the boards. Defenseman pinches down, keeps it alive. Thrown out front. And the Rampage able to clear it. Dangerous play to the middle of the ice, but able to get it out. Engel pressuring. New Mexico throws it behind the net and out of the zone. They're able to come, pressured there by Moore. Banyan will pick up the loose change, skates back, D-to-D play to Hertz. Hertz has to recollect, and he'll go D-to-D to Moore. Moore now, cross ice play. Banyan playing forward again now that Mason Root and Mariama are out of the game. Big hit there by Hertz. Another hit, tried to hip check, and he knocks his player down. So Hertz, two big hits there on that play. As the physical play continues, Hertz out of his corner, off the glass, out of the zone, into the neutral zone it goes. Engel collects it off the red line, passes it over to Moore. Moore dumps it down deep. Stopped behind the net by Stiller. Stiller fires it around the boards. Rampage there. Chapman kept it in, but picked up by New Mexico. It's a turnover here. Chapman couldn't collect it on his stick though. And New Mexico out of the zone, into the neutral zone it comes. Yarmo now. Yarmo makes a move. Yarmo, shot on net. Oh, just went wide. As Yarmo had a nice release. Great A scoring opportunity for him. Chapman battles in the corner. Kinseth helping him out. New Mexico tried to clear it, kept in at the point. Here's an opportunity for Kinseth. Kinseth shot on net. It's blocked in front by number 22. Rebound, another shot blocked. That one went off of number 13 for the Ice Wolves, Ethan Coleman. And the Rampage buzzing here. Yarmo throws it out front. Here's Schroeder. Schroeder, he moves. Here's a shot. Chapman shot on net. Walker save. Rebound. It's in the back of the net. Jack Freitas with his second goal. Picks up the rebound. And it's 2-1. Jack Freitas with his second of the night.
Black Jack Freitas coming up huge. Great shift there by the Rampage. Oh my goodness. Lots of chances. Stiller did all he could, but the rebound was too juicy. And Big Jack Freitas makes no mistake again.
The
2 for
Rampage
2.
Flexing their muscle here. What a great offensive shift. Great forecheck pressure. Freitas standing at the right place at the right time, collects the rebound, makes no mistake, buries it. It's 2-1. And Jimmy, we've seen this level of hockey go from average to excellent in one shift. Right after that timeout, both teams came back, and I haven't seen a game in this rink with this fast of pace and this kind of intensity in all my years. Period.
Yeah, this has been impressive. It's been fun to watch because you could really see it happen. It was noticeable, and it was abrupt, right? They just,
Both teams.
like a switch went off.
Yep. New Mexico now down a goal in the neutral zone. Nice cross ice play with an opportunity, catching the Rampage on a change. Cross ice pass just too far in front for Brent Tiedemann, unable to collect it. And New Mexico will regroup. Offsides, we'll get a whistle here as one of their players was slow getting out of the zone. We'll get a face off the neutral zone, slow things down. 10:43 left to go in the period. It's Rampage 2, Ice Wolves 1. Both goals scored by number 9, Jack Freitas. 07 birth year from Aspen, Colorado. And it'll be Dormer, Engel, and number 12, Boone Kinseth on the ice with Schroeder and Hertz, or Trent White. Nope, that's Hertz, number 4. Hertz will chase after it. New Mexico controls. They cycle it back in the corner. Schroeder on his man. Gets it to the far corner. New Mexico chases after it. Sealed up there. Nice hit by Hertz. Knocks his player to the ice. New Mexico collects it. Throws it behind the net. Shields hugging his post. And Schroeder from his knees trying to get it out of the zone. Good job there. New Mexico keeps it in. Hertz now. Hertz takes a hit. Gets some help from Schroeder. Schroeder up to Engel. Good play there by Engel. Engel to Kinseth. Kinseth skates through the neutral zone. Tries to make a move. Good defensive play there by the Ice Wolves to stop Kinseth's rush. And Mason Blair picks it up in the neutral zone. Blair to Yarmo. Yarmo skates it up the ice, makes a move, passes it up. And there's an opportunity here. Jack Freitas, he'll turn with the puck, tries to pass it across. He gets knocked off his stick and cleared out of the zone. Trent White now with it. White turns, good play by Trent White. Good play to Freitas. Freitas, he tried to get it to Yarmo, just missed by inches. And New Mexico able to recollect it in the neutral zone and possess the puck. They'll throw it errantly back down. They'll have to chase after it. Yarmo on it. And he'll get some help from Chapman. Chapman out front. He had Freitas. Freitas right there, but couldn't quite get to his stick. Shields will stop it. And Moore. Jack Moore behind his net. Fires it up the ice. Intercepted there at the blue line. And picked up by Banyan. Banyan now. Passes it over. Here comes Moore. Moore with some room. Moore tried to shoot it. Just came off his stick. Shots blocked in front. Kinseth got a backhand on it. Moore had the chance there. It just slipped off his stick right as he was getting ready to release it. Here's a home run pass up the ice. Collected by Chapman. He gets dumped. And the puck goes behind the net. Kinseth pressuring. Gets some help from Banyan. Banyan can't get to his man. And New Mexico skates out of the zone with it. Fired it across ice into the corner. Hertz. Back to some good, solid, clean hockey here. Banyan chipping it out of the zone in the neutral zone. Neutral zone regroup here for the Ice Wolves. Just try to skate it back in, dump it down deep. Hertz will be the first to get to it. And he'll try to tie it up. Get some help from Beveridge. Up top, the puck goes. Dump back down around the net into the far half wall. Defenseman will pinch down, keep it alive in the corner. And New Mexico will go to work from the corner again. Schroeder on his man, thrown back to the far point. Shot on net, gets through. Shields. Not sure if that completely got through, but Shields was in good position. Puck in the neutral zone, and New Mexico has to regroup again. They'll dump it down deep. Shields tries to stop it all the way around the boards for Schroeder. Schroeder, nice pass. Passes it back to Hertz, and Hertz ices it. You got a face-off down in the Rampage D zone. And you can start to see that initial rush, that initial high has started to settle down a little bit.
Yeah, we're a little bit back to where we were before that last goal, and hard to sustain that kind of level of intensity and energy for a full 20-minute period. But the Ice Wolves getting a little bit more sustained pressure, keeping basketball in my head, keeping the puck down in the O zone, and so far the Rampage have been able to equal it and stand strong.
Chip back down deep. Rampage hoping to try to get this puck back to the other end. Chased after there by Dormer. Dormer pressuring his man. New Mexico able to clear it. Back in the neutral zone it comes. Picked up there by Blair. Mason Blair backhands it up the ice into a pile of players. Yarmo unable to do anything with it there, and the puck goes back down in the D zone. Picked up there nicely by White. Chips it up the ice. Tried to find Chapman streaking. Couldn't collect it in his feet. White has to go back. He'll chip it back into the zone. And New Mexico possesses it. Cross ice pass. Good touch pass. Here's an opportunity. Shot on net. Save made by Shields, and he covers. Good passing play there by New Mexico, and Shields made that look easy.
Good save by Shields. He stayed really solid. Didn't overcommit himself. Came out of his crease a little bit. Cut down the angle. Shot went low, and he was equal to it.
6:32 left to go here in the second period. After a flurry of action, starting with Rampage, Jack Freitas scoring his first goal, and then New Mexico responding immediately. Another flurry of action before Freitas made it 2-1. And that's where we stand. As the puck is shot into the netting, we're going to face off into the neutral zone.
It's been a good job by the Rampage to follow up that go-ahead goal, not give an equalizer, and set themselves up well here for the last 6:23 of period number 2.
I want to thank I Love Vacations, platinum sponsor for the 12th annual golf tournament. Thanks to I Love Vacations for supporting Rampage hockey and the golf tournament action that helps raise money for this amazing organization. Offsides, Rampage have to get off. It's going to be offsides here as Banyan didn't hear the officials telling him he needs to tag up. And we're going to face off in the neutral zone. Chapman, Banyan, Freitas, Schroeder.
I think we got a penalty on number 4. That looks like Zach Hertz going to the bench. Maybe a cross check, possibly. Had a hard time if I caught
like
that
New Mexico players
signal
going
right.
to the bench. So it's going to be a Rampage power play. Looks like. Or they're both going. So it's going to be coincidentals. Yep, as Hertz sits in the box. So stay 5-on-5. 6:06 left to go. The only harm there is the Rampage is down a defenseman for the next 2 minutes. Going back in the New Mexico zone. Freitas in his skates. Tried to get it up to a stick. Couldn't. And Mason Blair will retrieve. Blair up the ice to Banyan. Banyan tried to get it over to Chapman. Intercepted in the neutral zone. Dangerous play here for the Ice Wolves as a rush opportunity is negated. Mason Blair battling in the corner. Gets some help from Freitas. Puck trickles up and out of the zone. It's skated by Chapman. He dumps it down deep. Freitas goes for a change, as does Chapman and Banyan. So wholesale change. Kinseth first onto the ice to apply forecheck pressure. He'll get some help from Dormer. And Beveridge will round out the forward line. Trent White picks it up behind his own net, passes it up to Kinseth. Kinseth tries to chip it for a streaking Dormer, and Trent White picks it up, passes it to Dormer. Dormer shot on net, save made, and covered by Stiller. Stiller made the save. It bounced up. He collects it in his glove. We'll get a face-off to his right with 5:04 left to go here in the second period on Rampage TV.
Want to shout out Dominic Schroeder for his defensive effort, the shift right prior to this one. Good job, good positioning, and took the body. Didn't give up a scoring opportunity. Well done by him.
New Mexico controls off the draw. Beveridge pressuring. New Mexico able to clear, though. Here they come with some speed through the neutral zone. Drops it off at the blue line, offsides, as that drop pass just trickled over the blue line. Number 13 for the Ice Wolves, Ethan Coleman, unable to keep that alive. So we'll get a neutral zone face-off. Rampage looking a little tired right now as we're seeing some guys hunched over their sticks. I'll bet they're hoping for this period to end a little bit faster than normal.
Yeah, you may be right. That was, it's early in the season, and no matter what kind of preseason work you've done, the intensity level rises in competition, no matter the sport. And I think we might be seeing some of that on day 2.
Well, it was interesting. The kind of pace in hockey we saw for that flurry here in the second period was playoff hockey at its finest. Not sustainable, obviously, as we've seen this game sort of ebb and flow, and we're back down into the valley a little bit of energy. A lot of face-offs. Banyan will step in to take this draw. And controlled by the Rampage. Engel got a backhand, just goes wide. Yarmo with it now, behind the net. He tries to throw it out front. Oh, Engel couldn't get a stick on it. He was there, but just couldn't get it collected and get a shot off. Engel, Yarmo in the corner. Good battle. Good job there to tie it up. Mexico gets it out of the zone, unable to keep it in is Schroeder. And good job getting some help from his defenseman. Schroeder knocked off the puck though, keeps it alive. Good play by Schroeder to maintain possession in the face of lots of pressure. Chipped off the boards. There's a one-on-one opportunity. Mason Blair will have to play it. Shot on net. Shields makes the save. He covers and no rebound. That's what you get out of Ryder Shields. Just solid goaltender, makes the saves look easy, covers, no rebound, face off, and live to fight another day.
Yeah, well done by Shields, staying solid again, and followed the puck really well there. Made, like you said, made that save look easy. Sometimes the ones that look easy are not as easy as you think.
Off the draw, Chapman loses it. New Mexico will control. On the half wall, cross ice pass, far point, shot on net, save made in front, or it got blocked in front, tough to tell. Here comes the Rampage through the neutral zone. Kinseth now throws it out front off of a skate and bounces to the New Mexico sticks, and out they come. Good play by Schroeder to step up, get some help from Freitas. Freitas takes a hit, and the Rampage able to skate it out of the zone. Chapman battling through the bodies against the wall, dumped down deep now by New Mexico. Nice play by Schrader over to Hertz, who's out of the penalty box. Hertz off the boards, off the glass and out. Collected in the neutral zone. New Mexico will fire it back the other way. Picked up by Hertz. Here comes Zach Hertz now. It's Hertz with an opportunity. Shot on net. Save made. Good save by Stiller. He covers the rebound. Good shot by Hertz. He got into that grade A scoring area, fired it low far side, and Stiller able to get that pad and glove in the way and cover the puck.
Yeah, we had a great look at that. And one of the few times when player on either side has had some time and space to cruise in and then pick a spot out. But Stiller's equal to the task. Great glove hand there. Tracked the puck really well. Good save.
Gavin Dormer will take this draw. And New Mexico able to control and get it out of the zone. In the neutral zone. Try to get it deep. Plugged up on the wall there. Beveridge battling with Blair. New Mexico comes out of it. And far side, blue red line dump. All the way down to the far corner. And number 8, Makoto Sudo, the first one to it. He gets knocked off the puck. Puck back up top. Back down low. Working from Low to high, high back down low, and here comes Yarmo. Cross ice pass, can't quite connect with Beveridge. Beveridge now battling in the corner with it. Get some help from Yarmo. Dormer, third man high, can't keep the puck in. And New Mexico, here they come the other way. New Mexico pushed off the puck by Jack Moore. Good defensive play by him. Dormer loses his man. Shot on net. Save made by Shields. Puck squirts back behind the net. Fired around the boards. Picked up on the point. Kept alive by New Mexico. Engel's able to clear it. Engel got it to Dormer momentarily before New Mexico picks it up. And up top, shot on net. Hit a New Mexico skate. Puck in the corner now. Engel on the half wall. Backhand pass. Tried to get it up to Dormer. And hurts off the glass. Into the zone it goes. Engel will chase after it. Engel, forecheck pressure applied. And Banyan unable to be effective on that forecheck, and out New Mexico comes in the neutral zone. Freitas will step up. Get it to Engel. Engel will get it deep, and Banyan will chase after it. Banyan and Freitas on the forecheck. Freitas up into the netting it goes, and we'll get a face-off in the zone. That's Freitas. Banyan will stay on the ice with Boone Kinseth, Trent White, and Dominic Schroeder. Up at the point, playing defense. It'll be Kinseth taking the draw. Left-handed shot. We'll try to win it back. And both Freitas and the New Mexico player both jumping in a little bit too soon. New Mexico wins the draw, fired around the boards. Not out though, took a weird bounce. And Banyan will chase it. Lays the check. White can't keep it in, and New Mexico able to get it out of his own. Nice move there. Here's an opportunity. Shot just goes wide. Good skilled play there by the New Mexico forward. Tough to see a number. We'll see if we can get that for you. Off the half wall, the puck gets tied up. Trent White around the boards to Schroeder. Schroeder takes a check. New Mexico gets it off the wall. Here's an opportunity. Save made by Shields. Puck is bouncing. And Freitas able to clear it. It goes into the New Mexico bench. Get a face-off to the right of Shields, and the Rampage will be able to change it up here. Yarmo on the ice with Chapman and Beveridge. Mason Blair and Jack Moore.
That last scoring chance was Jacob Kale for the Ice Wolves, going down the right side, going in with some speed and getting off a pretty good shot that just missed.
45 seconds left to go here in the second period. As both teams probably going to be excited to get a break here. Yarmo behind the net. He stops and turns it over behind his net. Blair skating after it. Errant pass all the way across, comes out of the zone. New Mexico is going to have to regroup. They'll skate through the neutral zone, cross ice pass. In the zone they come. In the corner. Up top it goes. Kept alive for a second, bounces over the tape of number 22 Davis Flint. And that'll do it for the second period. As both teams, as they skate down here, you can tell this Ice Wolf team, they're gassed. They look a little bit tired, breathing heavy. I guarantee the Rampage are tired. Sporting 16 players on the bench right now after a couple injuries and Mason Root exiting the game. But they get a break, so they'll get to go in, sit down, regroup, get some water, get a rest, and we'll have one heck of a third period to call after this break. So good second period, Jimmy. It was quite something to talk about, frankly.
some good action in the middle of that period. Like you said, it's what, September, and that had to feel a lot later in the season to you and people who watch hockey a lot or for a living. Great effort, and we couldn't ask for much more than that. Excited to see what the third period has for us.
We'll take a break on Rampage TV, brought to you by the World Sports Broadcasting Network. We'll be back for the start of the third period.
Fed up with the fluffy and cookie cutter mental game advice? You're not alone. My best-selling book, Mindset First is your guide to discover a reliable and repeatable way to dominate the mental game. You don't need to suffer from performance anxiety, overthinking, and confidence issues. In this concise and practical book, you'll learn how I coach professional athletes to get dialed in and day out. You'll see real life examples of how athletes train their mind to consistently get in the zone. And the bottom line, you'll have the principles and the strategies to break free from the weight of results, play with confidence, and perform when it matters most.
At Ironman Industries, we forge the foundation of excellence in steel manufacturing. Our dedication to quality and precision sets the industry standard, delivering unmatched innovation that powers progress and builds tomorrow's world. We don't just produce steel, we craft a legacy of strength. With every cut, weld, and bend, our commitment to our customers shines through. Choose the steel partner that never compromises on quality. Visit us at ironmanindustries.com.
I'm Dr. Cassie Preston. My job as a mental performance coach is to help elite athletes just like you to consistently perform at your capabilities. But in order to do that, you need to reliably get in the zone. The problem is, like most athletes, you spend too much time in your own head, worrying, overthinking, and are doubting yourself. This can be frustrating and discouraging because you've put in all this work to develop your physical abilities. Your mindset is causing you to underperform. Now, I understand that working on your mindset can be difficult and confusing. There's so much cliche advice out there like, don't worry about it and just be positive, which might be the mental states you want to achieve, but it's not the how-to. In fact, this fluffy cookie cutter advice often makes things worse. Instead, what you need to do is challenge the status quo and think differently about success and failure. That's why I wrote the best-selling book, Mindset First, to provide athletes like you a repeat and reliable way to win the mental game. I share the concise and practical strategies I use to help professional athletes be at their best day in and day out. This book will help you break free from the weight of results so you can stop spending so much time in your own head and start playing with confidence so you can perform when it matters most. And most importantly, I promise you this, by reading this book and working on your mental game, you're going to have a heck of a lot more fun along the way.
Welcome back to Rampage TV on the World Sports Broadcasting Network, coming to you live from Monument Ice Rinks for the exciting conclusion of the Colorado Rampage 18U AAA team against the NA3 20 and under New Mexico Ice Wolves out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Storyline is we got a barn burner here. A third period where we'll see who comes out to play, Jimmy. That second period, we saw a lot of action. Rampage had a power play at the beginning, a 5-minute major, unable to do anything with it. And then they pop one. Jack Freitas puts one in the back of the net. New Mexico turns right around. Next shift scores, calls a timeout. Before that, they come out on fire, and the Rampage match their intensity, and we saw playoff hockey for a good 5-6 minutes. Jack Freitas nets his second of the night to make it 2-1. And then it started to level off. The energy started to go down a little bit. We got back into the rhythm of what we saw earlier in the first period.
Yeah, and I think if you're the Rampage, you're going to have to walk that balance between having the lead, not wanting to make any silly plays, got to be really smart in your D zone, but also staying aggressive, trying to get a 2-goal lead, right? Keep looking to be tough in the offensive zone, keep your forecheck up, and play great defense in front of Ryder Shields, who's played a great game so far.
20 minutes on the clock here. We'll see again this first 3 minutes. You've talked about it before. We'll see what kind of energy these teams start with. If you're not New Mexico, if you're the coach of New Mexico, you've got to be in that locker room telling your kids that you have to have that same energy after that timeout. They've got to come out and pour it on right now and really set the tone. And if you're the Rampage, obviously, you've got to be thinking the same thing. Here we go. In the neutral zone. Puck a little bit sticky on the fresh ice. New Mexico tried to get it deep. Schroeder picks it up. Schroeder loses the puck in the neutral zone. New Mexico is able to get it deep. Chased after there by Zach Hertz. He picks it up, skates behind Shields. And off the boards, turnover here. Kept in New Mexico now. Here's an opportunity. Shot. Oh, he gave up the shot there. I'm not sure why Brett Tiedemann, he just gave up a heck of a scoring chance. He passed it actually outside of the grade A scoring area. He sees that on film. Coach is going to be telling him, shoot that puck.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Tiedemann must have seen Hunziker out of the corner of his eye, but I don't even think Hunziker would have been able to get a shot off from where he was. And a little bit surprised Tiedemann didn't throw that one Shields' way.
Face off to the right of Shields. It'll be Kinseth, Dormer, and Jack Freitas, along with White and Moore on D. Freitas will take the draw. And Rampage unable to control. Going back in the corner. New Mexico now. Shot on net. Shields hugging that post. Makes a nice save with his shoulder. New Mexico controls. Throwing it back behind the net. Pressure there by the Rampage. Moore on his man. Little give and go. Good job there by Dormer to step in the defensive zone coverage. Shot on net, just goes wide. I think that caught Shields by surprise a little bit. As New Mexico was able to find a player camped right out in the high slot. Dormer off the boards, another turnover, another opportunity. Shot on net, rebound just missed. It bounced over the stick. And the Rampage dodged a bullet. Another shot, left pad saved by Shields. So New Mexico throwing everything right now but the kitchen sink at the Rampage, and Dormer's able to clear and skated up the ice, finds Kinseth. Kinseth's shot goes wide. Banyan steps on. New Mexico able to get out of the zone. Fire it in front. Nobody home. Here comes Dormer. Dormer through the neutral zone. Tries to get it to Banyan. Banyan will chase after it. Hertz will step down and then back up, tried to swat it out of the air, goes all the way down the ice. Beveridge will have to skate, get to it first. He fires it around the boards. Engel sends it back into the corner. And he gets roughed up. Gets some help there from number 40, Mason Blair. Blair and Engel battling in the corner. Hertz net front. Up top. It goes back around the net. Hertz will chase after it. And Hertz in the corner will push it back around the net to the other corner. Or Mason Blair will battle. New Mexico doing a good job winning their battles against the wall here, coming out with possession of the puck. They have to regroup. Fired it back around. Shields will stop it. Hertz takes a check. Beveridge helps out. Beveridge around the boards. Engel is bothered. He can't get it out. So again, the pressure, sustained pressure here by New Mexico. Rampage got to gain possession here and get this puck back into their own end. Beveridge, he takes a check. Gets it up to Engel. Engel, Yarmo. Yarmo squeezes through 2 players and a referee. Loses it. New Mexico able to transition the other direction. And Schroeder gets into position. He'll go D to D to Moore. Dangerous play there. Moore able to get to it. New Mexico tries to swat it back down deep. Picked up by Yarmo. Here he comes now. Yarmo makes a move. Shot. It's blocked. Just goes wide. And Freitas picks up the loose puck up to Schroeder. Schroeder back. Schroeder, nice move at the blue line. Schroeder passes across. Yarmo was there. Couldn't quite get a stick on it. Freitas now. Keeps it alive. Back down to Yarmo, to the half wall to Schroeder, to Freitas. Freitas walks in the middle of the ice. Freitas shot on net, save made, rebound! And a save made as number 19, Gavin Dormer, was standing net front. Came off of Freitas' stick, a little awkward, a little bit of a wobbly puck there. I'm sure he'd like to put that back on his tape and get a redo.
Yeah, good jump early by the Ice Wolves. Good chances. Really good left pad save by Shields in all of that, and kind of a bouncing puck that no one could fork for the Ice Wolves either. And good response though by the Rampage to get a scoring chance of their own here.
White with the shot, tipped by Kinseth, goes wide. Rampage, Dormer on the half wall, puck up some top, kept in nicely there by Blair. Banyan tried to get a shot off, gets a stick check. New Mexico picks up the puck into their zone now. Here's a pass across. Good stick by Trent White. Break that pass up. And White does a good job to get it out of the zone. Thrown back in by the Ice Wolves. Mason Blair now with it. Mason Blair stops, looks up the ice. Good play by Blair. Blair to Kinseth to Dormer, and Dormer with some speed. Dormer gets stood up at the blue line. Good play there by New Mexico defenseman. Stop Dormer's momentum. And Dormer comes down, checks his man, battles for the puck. And it's chipped up and out of the zone. We're going to get an icing here, as Dominic Schroeder will be the first to it. We'll get a whistle and a face-off to the right of Stiller with 15:09 left to go here in the third period.
A couple good defensive plays there at both ends. Jack White, really good job getting, or Trent White rather, getting in the way of that pass to the center, and then Ice Wolves standing up the rush for the Rampage.
Ice Wolves clear it. Schroeder will collect it. Passes over to Chapman. Chapman up to Engel. Engel cross ice, nobody home, as Beveridge was going the opposite direction. Ice Wolves throw it up the ice, chip it down deep. Engel chases it. Engel chips it around the boards, and up it comes to the point, back down to the corner. From the half wall, New Mexico works now. Top of the circle, shots blocked. And Moore clears it all the way down. We'll get an icing here. And face off to the right of Ryder Shields. It'll be Jack Freitas on the ice with Clayton Yarmo and Gavin Dormer. White and Blair on D. Yarmo will take the draw here. And the Rampage control. Blair backhands it to White, can't quite get to it. It'll come up to Dormer. Dormer's got to go the other direction. Chips it up to White. White tries to chip it out, kept in nicely by New Mexico. Fired on net, goes wide. Mason Blair now up the boards to Freitas. Freitas collects it on his backhand. Here comes Jack Freitas. Jack Freitas in the corner, drops his shoulder, loses the puck, and New Mexico skates out with it. Here comes New Mexico through the neutral zone. Good defensive play there by Blair. White chips it back into the neutral zone and picks up by White. White makes a nice move across the blue line. Another move off his stick though. One too many stick handles by White. And here comes Freitas with some room. Freitas, nice pass. Yarmo tried to get a shot off. There's a shot by Yarmo, goes high and wide. So he fanned on the first one, recollected, and then goes high and wide. Nice job there by Banyan to keep it in. New Mexico able to get it off his stick though, and here they come through the neutral zone. One-on-one, good play by Schroeder. Gets some help from Hertz. Hertz picks up the loose change, skates behind his net, and reverses the puck to Schroeder. Schroeder to Freitas. Freitas can't control it. Turnover here. Opportunity for New Mexico. They'll fire it back in the corner. Down the net it goes. Hertz. Schroeder on it. Schroeder, Kinseth. Kinseth chips it out. And all the way down, no icing here. Dominic Schroeder will go to the bench for a change. It's a tired defensive unit here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if the Rampage can sustain the kind of effort it's going to take to win this game with being shorthanded with the injuries.
Playing with 5 defensemen right now with Brady Bennett out. Banyan played D earlier in the game but had to move back to forward after the injury to Pinto Sanchez Mariama. There's a shot block there on Kinseth's attempt. Good play by New Mexico. And it'll be covered by Stiller. There's a Rampage providing a little offensive pressure here with 12:44 left to go.
Yeah, that was Rory Smith that blocked that shot, and that's another thing that hockey guys do that just amazes me as a basketball coach, that they get in the way of those shots from the point and are willing to take it and take the body. It's impressive.
Zach Hertz just went to the locker room. It's like an equipment issue for him, so Rampage down to 4 defensemen, while Hertz fixes whatever is problem bothering him. Chipped in, stopped by Shields. More after it. Lays a check. Gets some help. On a top shot, Shields. Nice save made by his right pad. Here's an opportunity right out front. And a good job there by Mason Blair to tie up number 11, Brent Tiedman. As New Mexico, a good scoring opportunity. Shields made a nice save with his right pad. Rampage clear. Dormer loses the puck. Here comes New Mexico with an opportunity. Shot on net. Shields, good glove save. He covers the rebound. Traffic barreling in on him, and he's able to hold his composure, cover the puck. We'll get a face-off to his right. So Shields, again, making it easy. Same things we saw yesterday. Goaltending, keeping this Rampage team in the game. Zach Hertz back on the bench now, so the Rampage back to 5D.
Yeah, we had a really good look at that last rush by the Ice Wolves, and Ethan Coleman had a really good look, but Shields had the glove ready and made a great save.
Here comes Dormer now. Dormer, after he got the puck from Engel, who took a check to make a play. Seen that a few times from him this weekend. Behind the net, New Mexico maintains possession. They'll turn, go back the other direction, out of the zone. They'll try to chip it, picked off there by Dormer. Dormer cycles it down. Engel out of the corner. Engel out, back up. Oh, nice try there as he tried to find Dormer in the high slot. And it just slides underneath Dormer's stick. Trent White has to go back to pick it up. White, cross ice pass, connects with Engel. Here comes Engel with some speed. 1-on-4 here as the Rampage change. Engel's got to do it alone. Skates behind the net. Waits for some players to help him out. Yarmo on the ice along with Freitas. Engel tries to keep it alive and gets checked into the boards. And New Mexico. Nice play there by Freitas to Yarmo. What a pass. Found Yarmo. Shot on net. Here's a rebound as Stiller makes the right pad save. Left a juicy rebound. Nobody there to find it. Shot goes wide the other direction. Yarmo now with it. He takes a check. Here's a turnover shot. Shield save. Kicks the rebound out. Freitas cross ice pass. And Banyan off the bench. He'll pick it up off the boards. Banyan through the middle of the ice. He gets dumped. And New Mexico comes the other direction. Kinseth, good back check pressure, takes his man out. Mason Blair now with it. Back around to White. White from Beveridge with some speed. Good chip up to Kinseth. Good rush here. White joins it. Good play there by Trent White to be active on that rush. Shot by Blair, just goes wide. Trent White back up to his point. He'll collect it, fire it back down deep. Just flips it into the zone. Banyan. Forecheck pressure along with Jack Beveridge on the half wall. New Mexico Turns it over. Dormer now. Dormer with an opportunity. Dormer. Shot on net. Save made by Stiller. Looks like he made the save. Couldn't tell if that got blocked.
Their bench reacted like he did.
Fired around the boards by Hertz. Kept alive by Beveridge. In the corner it goes. Banyan with the check. Back up to Hertz. Hertz keeps it alive. Throws it back down deep. Banyan chases. As the Rampage look tired, they need a change here. Banyan gets to the bench. Hertz will chase after it. Down to the corner from his point. Beveridge will. Dangerous play there as Beveridge, last man back as a forward, and he decided to step up and pinch. Thrown into the goaltender. Stiller will glove it down. We'll get a face-off. 9:04 left to go. So in the ebb and the flow in this game, it's amazing how this is working out. Rampage will have some sustained puck time in their zone, then it comes down the other way, sustained time in this zone. A lot of back and forth. Very even matchup here between these two teams in this third period.
Yeah, you got to think the Ice Wolves are going to start to play with a little bit of desperation, being down by a goal. But that might open up a few more opportunities for the Rampage if they can be solid in the D end and then get a good breakout.
There's an opportunity. Shot on net. Just goes wide as Stiller was down and sprawling, and Chapman couldn't find the back of the net. New Mexico able to clear it. And the Rampage will chip it up into the netting. We'll get a face-off in the neutral zone. Dormer, Engel, and Chapman will stay on the ice. Mason Blair and number 17, Jack Moore. Jack Moore, the fourth, from Parker, Colorado. 6'4" frame. It's always nice when you've got the genetics to be 6'4" and you can skate like he can.
Yeah, you can't teach height no matter what the sport is.
Can't teach size. That is correct. From behind the net, opportunity there. Chapman couldn't get a stick on it. Hertz will keep it alive, takes a check, keeps the play puck down deep though. And good job by Engel. Here's an opportunity for the Rampage. Chapman gets it taken off his stick. Good defensive play. And Engel drops his man to the ice. Here comes New Mexico through the neutral zone. Dump down deep. They'll chase after it. Fired around the boards. Engel will be the first to it. Engel tries to chip it off. He gets sandwiched by two players. Dormer able to get the puck out though, and down the ice. That's going to be an icing. And the Rampage just trying to hang on right now. You can just see the exhaustion set in on both of these clubs.
Yeah, you can feel that we have we're in the last 8 minutes here of the third period of a back-to-back where they played pretty late last night because of some ice issues and those kind of things. And yeah, I think the next 3 or 4 minutes is going to be crucial for the Rampage to stay solid and also to stay out of the penalty box.
So we've seen a little bit of everything this weekend. Today or tonight we saw playoff hockey, and now we're back to exhibition hockey. Kinseth now with it off the half wall. Kinseth with some speed. Nice pass over to Freitas. Freitas, good stop there. Button hook by Freitas. Here's an opportunity shot. And Stiller with the save. Freitas, nice button hook to find time and space. Creates a scoring opportunity for the Rampage, and Stiller makes the save. Keeps this one a one-goal hockey game late. Pass across out of the zone. New Mexico's got to regroup. 17 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock. Schroeder skates after it. Schroeder tried to chip it up the wall. Get some help from Yarmo. And New Mexico will keep it in at the blue line. Back down deep it goes from behind their own net. Trent White playing D. Up to the point it goes. D to D. Middle of the ice. Here's an opportunity. Shot from a sharp angle. One-time play. Didn't get much wood on that one. Rampage trying to clear and starting to see some panic kick in as they're just starting to throw pucks. New Mexico tilting the ice again for this shift. Trent White tried to get it out. He fans on it. Tried to get it out a second time. Can't clear it. New Mexico again. Schroeder now collects it, and Schroeder is just going to ice it. Get a whistle and a change. 6:24 left, and that felt like they were just hanging on for dear life during that shift.
You're getting the sense here that the Wolves are putting a push on here, trying to get the equalizer, and it's going to be an important couple minutes here. Face-off circle, and then also defensive positioning is going to be paramount for Rampage.
Well, with the shortened bench, there's a shot blocked in front off the back of Zach Hertz. And Dormer tried to soft it up to Beveridge. Couldn't quite make that pass work, and here comes New Mexico through the neutral zone. Here's an opportunity, 2-on-1, shot, save made by Shields, and once again, Ryder Shields does what he does best. Makes the save, covers the rebound, gets a whistle.
Super solid by Shields on that 2-on-1. Didn't panic, didn't leave, stayed, held the post, and was there to eat up the shot.
Banyan will take the draw, 6:04 left to go. Start to wonder, just for a rest, do you call a timeout if you're the Rampage here? Off the draw, shot blocked by Banyan. Good job to get out in that shooting lane. New Mexico going in out front. Here's an opportunity. And New Mexico maintained possession here. Working out of the corner. Gets dumped to the ice by Blair. Blair tries to get it out. Can't. Rampage running around a little bit right now. Going back behind. Out in front, Shields. Here's an opportunity. Shields stays tall, and he keeps it out of the net. There's a stop shot off the boards, weak shot there, and the Rampage able to clear it. Into the neutral zone it goes. New Mexico will regroup. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go.
Oh, great job by Gavin Dormer there. Puck right in the crease, in the air. Dormer whacked it with his left hand to get it out and save another possible scoring opportunity.
One thing I like about Ryder Shields is how comfortable he looks. No panic. He looks like it's a 5-0 lead right now, and he's got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, this is 2 nights in a row where if you're a Rampage fan, you got to love what you're seeing between the pipes. Both guys have really, really played well.
Off the draw, New Mexico controls. Into the zone they come. Schroeder now. He'll collect it in the corner. He'll lose it. Puck squirts up the middle. Engel able to clear it. Engel loses it in the neutral zone. And New Mexico able to get back in momentarily. Chapman off the boards and out. Glove down by Engel. Engel cross ice pass. Tried to hit Yarmo. Yarmo can't quite get to it. New Mexico possesses it in their defensive zone. They'll look to regroup here. Off the boards. Blocked there and picked up by Trent White. Trent White. Good play there by White. Good escape move. Great play by White, except he tried the indirect and it was picked off. Here's an opportunity for the Ice Wolves. Good play by Moore. Great defensive play by Moore, in fact. And the Rampage able to clear it down deep. And Stiller has to play it. Didn't have to play it there. Negates the icing. And Rampage they get to avoid a face-off in their zone. Kinseth now on the half wall. He chips it out, takes a hit. Beveridge can't get the puck out of the zone. Trent White now with it. White avoids a hit. Puck in the corner. Right in front of our booth here. Trent White battling. Along with Blair. And New Mexico maintaining control. Up top it goes. D-to-D pass. Freitas on his man. Shot blocked by Freitas. And it hit a New Mexico player in the back. Puck bounces down. Freitas able to knock it down, and it clears the zone. Oh, Freitas almost tucked it past the New Mexico defenseman, but New Mexico able to get it back in the zone. Cleared out again by the Rampage, all the way down. 3:35 left to go. Hertz now. Hertz clears it all the way down, icing. So now we're starting to see that panic a little bit where it's just get it out of the zone, clear it, clear it, clear it. And this is where we've gotten the goaltending from the Rampage down the stretch. Will the Rampage win these faceoffs?
Yeah,
that will be the key to this game.
I was going to say, we're going to start to see it, and I got to think that if you're the Wolves, Jackson Stiller would keep an eye on him and see when he makes his way to the bench here in a 1-goal game.
Chapman will take the draw. Crucial faceoff. And New Mexico wins it. Shot on net, just goes wide. Sharp angle shot. Hurts in the corner. Gets some help from Dormer. New Mexico out of the corner with it. Fans on it. Shot in right into Shields. As that one came free, puck found itself on Ethan Coleman's stick. Coleman releases it, and Shields again. Perfect position. No problem with the rebound. Covers the puck to get another faceoff. This will be Gavin Dormer. Dormer loses it. New Mexico possesses. Shot tipped up into the rafters, into the netting. We'll get another faceoff. So here we're starting to see faceoffs becoming crucial. New Mexico possession matters right now with just 3 minutes and 9 seconds on the clock. Dormer. He loses this one. New Mexico controls. Here's a pass right in the middle, shot into the back of the net. As number 20, Zach Wentworth, all alone, right in the slot. Huge defensive breakdown there by the Rampage. Not sure how that happens off a draw, how a guy is that wide open. And of course, head coach Brett Clark not happy about that goal, as the Ice Wolves able to tie it up with 3 minutes remaining on the clock. And you just saw it, Jimmy. You could see, you could sense. We were on our heels. The Rampage were on their heels, and just wasn't a lot of jam. And there's a face-off loss there, and it's in the back of the net.
Yep.
So, they got the goaltending, but the face-offs are going to catch up to them down the stretch here.
You could feel it coming, and even when face-offs were when the draw was being contested and it wasn't a clean win, the Ice Wolves were able to find the puck, get it around, and on that one, quick pass right into the slot, and made no mistake, top shelf.
Well, on a face-off, you shouldn't be that far out of position, too, to allow somebody that wide open. So definitely something the Rampage will have to take a look at, where their assignments were on that draw, where the breakdown was. But you got 2:49 left to go, and New Mexico's buzzing. So right now you got to think getting that winning goal or keeping the goal out of your net. So New Mexico maintaining possession here, up the ice. Kinset tries to get it out. He takes a check, gets it up to Engel. Engel skating after it. He gets knocked off the puck. New Mexico up the boards and out of the zone. They'll dump it down deep. Behind the net, Hertz picks it up. Hertz skates the puck up the ice, passes it, tipped by Engel, and Stiller will have to cover that bouncing puck right up in the air. He'll make the save, cover it, face off to his left. 2:19 left to go. It'll be Jack Freitas, Beveridge, and Chapman.
And here's a chance for the Rampage to return the favor. Win the draw, get the puck to a scoring opportunity, and take a shot.
Well, now, I was going to ask you earlier, does Brett Clark call a timeout, get his team to calm down, get their breath back, and hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah, and it's interesting. Sometimes you call a timeout because you might feel like you need it, and sometimes as a coach you want to see, can your team play through it, and are they able to manage themselves?
Rampage break it out. Beveridge with an opportunity here. Beveridge shot and just shoots it wide. As Freitas connected with Beveridge on the zone exit. Shot on net, save made by Stiller. Dormer now with it. Dormer. Freitas forechecking. Puck comes up top. Shot on net by Schroeder. Misses the net. Goes all the way around and out of the zone. Chased down there by Moore. Moore turns up the ice. Hits Dormer. Dormer tried to get to Schroeder. Schroeder couldn't connect, and here comes New Mexico. Flat-footed Rampage player. That was number 19, Dormer, who caught flat-footed, but we're going to get an offsides here. New Mexico's going to have to touch up. Gives the Rampage an opportunity to regroup here. Moore up the ice. Chipped in. There's a slash. No call there.
Ooh.
Would have been a bad mistake with 59 seconds left to get called for that. There's an opportunity. Rampage, Dormer battling it. Kinseth trying to find it. Tries to get it up to Hertz. Doesn't quite make it. And here comes the Ice Wolves on a rush. Tried to chip it past Hertz. He's able to pivot nicely and get the puck the other direction in the neutral zone. Hertz now. 26 seconds left. Or 33 seconds left to go as this thing counts down through the neutral zone. Here comes New Mexico. They might get one more crack at it here. Into the zone they come, around the net. Got players, fresh players coming onto the ice. Pass across, Engel now with it. Engel, he's got Yarmo across the blue line, stops, tries to find White. And White couldn't get a stick on it, up to Engel. Now White with it. White turns, cycles it back to Engel. Engel shot on net, save made, or just goes wide. Chapman after it, 3 seconds left, and that will do it. As the buzzer hits, one last check, and a disappointing finish. We'll see if they're going to play some overtime here. I'm not sure what the agreement is between these two teams. But if you're the Rampage, 3 minutes left to go. That's a disappointing way to finish this one out.
Yeah, you played so well. And, you know, the disappointment is on, like you said, the defensive breakdown, which they have not had many of those. I've felt like their defensive effort and positioning has been really good. And to leave who was it, Coleman, that wide open for that shot to equalize was it is disappointing, and you got to feel bad for Shields. Not much he could do with that puck right on the tape and right between the dashes, and tough save.
So they're going to put 5 minutes on the clock. It'll be sudden death overtime. So the Rampage regroup here. My guess is they'll play 3-on-3, and that's what it looks like. It'll be number 96, Caden Yarmo, along with number 15, Blake Chapman, and number 44, Dominic Schroeder, defenseman. We'll round out the lineup here. So 3-on-3, a lot of 3-on-3 small area games played in practices. Sometimes you like to, as a coach, play 3-on-3 full ice just for this opportunity. You're going to see overtimes, you're going to see these 3-on-3 sudden death situations, and there's definitely a strategy to playing 3-on-3 full ice hockey. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely for the skilled players. Schroeder now. Here comes Schroeder. Skating it, passes it up the ice. Yarmo now with it. Yarmo back to Schroeder. Here's an opportunity and a good back check play. Here's a chance by Yarmo. Couldn't pull the trigger, so a couple of opportunities where the Rampage just couldn't get the shot off. Behind the net, Yarmo will battle.
Good job by the Wolves D there to take away that shot that Schroeder had on his stick. It's good hustle by them.
Schroeder now in the corner. Defenseman acting like a forward, playing down deep. Cycles it back low. Chapman after it. Chapman tries to get it on his stick. Chapman, here's a shot. Blocked. And New Mexico, here they come. As New Mexico gets two fresh players on the ice. Rampage gets one. Jack Freitas steps out. Yarmo is dead tired. He's got to stay out 2-on-1 with Yarmo, who's tired. And shot goes wide. Tried to find Shields on that far side. Here's an opportunity, right high slot, shot on net, just goes high and wide. Another chance, and it's a goal. So that'll do it, as Caden Yarmo caught on the ice, dead tired, and that pass came to his player one time in the back of the net, and that'll do it. So we just saw a Rampage team, Jimmy, that really just ran out of gas. Short players, couple injuries this weekend. Mason Root removed from the game after some fisticuffs in the second period, and you could just see it as that period unfolded and it got down towards the latter parts, the latter stages. New Mexico really took over the momentum. Rampage had some spurts, but really collectively they were gassed, and you could see it there at the end. Yarmo out there, I mean, that's a good minute and 20, well, no, 3:41 left on the clock. He's out there for well over a minute and a half, almost a minute and a half, if I can do my math right. But so you just saw that. But that's why it's early, preseason game. This will be one that you'll tuck away and remember, one that you had in the books and that you let slip away.
Yeah, I think on the whole, these two games, you have to look at it kind of glass half full. Hopefully for the Rampage, like a lot of good things, but it's a tough one. It's a bitter pill to swallow when you've got a 1-goal lead, 3 minutes to go. You've played your behinds off for 2 periods plus, and actually all weekend. The effort level was amazing. But this is the kind of game, and you know this better than I do, Sean, hockey's the kind of game where all it takes is one, right? All it takes is one missed assignment, one missed clear, one muck around goal right in front, and that's what it came down to in the third period. The equalizer was one missed assignment after the face-off, and then a scrappy goal there at the end. I thought Shields did a really good job, and it just got past his left pad and just inside the post, and you could tell how much it meant to the Ice Wolves. Their reaction there, they were desperate at the end. They did not want to leave Colorado 0-2.
You got to be happy here for the Ice Wolves coach. Good finish for them, showing a little bit of resiliency down the stretch. We talked about the two keys, and it cost the Rampage late face-offs and goaltending. And although we can't pin that on Ryder Shields at all, 2 point-blank, one-time shots, he has no chance there. But those are two breakdowns you'd like to have back. You can't have your goaltender do it all, but I'll tell you, you win some of those late draws and things might be different. But woulda, coulda, shoulda, this is a learning opportunity, and the Rampage will have to regroup quickly, try to lick their wounds as they turn around and travel next week for their first tournament of the year, Hockey Federation Showcase, and that'll do it for them here this weekend. Want to shout out to give the 3 stars of the game. I think really the number 1 star, no question, Jack Freitas, 2 goals tonight, and got to give a bit of a star to Stiller, the goaltender for New Mexico, kept those guys in it, and I don't know who you give your 3rd star to, but certainly Jack Freitas showed what he's able to accomplish offensively for this hockey team.
Yeah, I think the 3rd star for sure would have been Ryder Shields, and he played great. The last couple goals are going to be a bitter pill, but I think you got to be encouraged if you're the Rampage, playing an older team and going toe to toe with them the whole time. Obviously, going to be some learning situations and some things that you're going to build on, and hopefully, guys that are out will get healthy soon. Both those injuries sound like they could be long term, and if they can get a couple guys back and kind of fill out the roster and don't have to play for too long with a shorthanded bench, that you got to like what you see. A lot of good energy. They play hard, and I'm excited to see where they go from here. And next weekend will be an excellent opportunity for them on the road.
Well, it was a fun weekend to start off. It'll definitely be an exciting 18U AAA season. We'll be back on Rampage TV to watch them. We'll be letting our viewers know when our next broadcast is. I want to thank Carson Moon Owens for his tireless work producing this broadcast. He does such an amazing job making sure everything is set to go. I want to thank Jimmy Grants for stepping in and being a color commentary extraordinaire this weekend, stepping in for David Cunliffe, who is celebrating his first wedding anniversary. Congratulations, David, and your lovely wife. And we will be back here on air. Hope to have you back, Jimmy. Always love doing games with you. On behalf of Rampage TV, the Colorado Rampage from Monument Ice Rinks, this is Sean Hathaway signing off on the World Sports Broadcasting Network.